What's up, guys? It's been a while, man, but I got a cool video that I want to share with you guys today. Obviously, as you can tell by the title, had a really big win this past weekend at the Prizepicks Live Final. We'll talk more about it, in a little bit. If you follow me on Twitter, you kind of already saw that I posted about it. Prizepicks invited me down to their live final last weekend. They asked if I wanted to come down without hesitation. Definitely wanted to be there. I was able to compete in the live final. I did not know that I was actually getting a entry into the live final, but I was able to compete in it. Took home first place, won $10,000. We'll talk more about how I won the money, basically what I did, how it went, like what you had to do to win, like what the contest was. We'll talk about that in a second, but I do want to kind of give you guys just an update on where I've been, kind of what's the plan for me moving forward. It's been a while since I've posted a video to YouTube. Last time I uploaded was end of the NBA regular season, which was almost a month ago, back in July. It's been almost a month since I've uploaded. I've just been waiting. I've been waiting for NFL. NFL regular season gets here in about a month, a little bit less than a month, honestly. I know there's preseason going on right now. There's NBA Summer League going on. The Olympics just finished up. But I don't really cover all that stuff. Like, I don't get much into preseason. I don't really get into the summer league. The regular season is where I really just kind of, put my focus on. So when the NFL regular season gets here, early September, you'll see me back on YouTube uploading daily, live streaming again and all that stuff. But I did want to make this video just to give you guys kind of an update on where I've been and also share this big win I had last weekend. So let's kind of get into it. I have it pulled up on the computer screen, basically the details of what the contest was, how it went down, and the picks that I made to basically win the tournament. So pulled it up right here on the computer. This is going to show you, or this is the basically the rules they gave us for the live final, what you had to do, or the entries they gave you, how much you could win, and all this stuff. So they basically gave us 10 total free entries. They gave us 5 at a time. So at 5 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, you were able to get your first batch of free entries, and these were all the entries you got. A 5-pick flex to win 750, 4-pick power. You can read it for yourself. For those of you that play Prizepicks, you probably already know what all this means, the flex, the power, the difference between the two. But we'll kind of go through all my entries, all the entries that I won money off of. Basically, your goal in this contest was to just win as many entries as you could, get as many picks right as you could, and win as much money as you could, because out of all the people that competed in the live final, whoever won the most money off their entries, ultimately was the champion and was the one to get the $10,000. So first off, we had a 5-pick flex. I started basically when they gave us the free entries at 5 p.m. I got on my computer, I brought my laptop with me on the trip, and I started just kind of looking through, figuring out what picks I was going to make. I did all MLB picks. Prizepicks, they offer a ton of sports. They gave us the option to play whatever sport we wanted to. I chose MLB because that's really what I know. Right now, obviously, there's no NFL regular season. There's no, the NBA regular season's over. I don't really look at summer league. I don't look at preseason. So I went with MLB. I did all MLB picks. And right out of the gate, I had a big win. I went 5 for 5 on my 5-pick flex, got all 5 picks right, and won $750. So right out of the gate, I was in pretty good shape. And I do want to talk about this. So this was a big, obviously winning $750 was huge for me. But it came down to Joey Votto. So Joey Votto, I believe it was the bottom of the 8th inning. I had his over on fantasy points, and at the time, he currently had 5 fantasy points. He was getting ready to bat. I think it was the bottom of the 8th inning. There was I think there was 1 out left. The 9-hole hitter was up with 1 out, and the 9-hole hitter got walked. Then the leadoff guy got a single, and then the 2-hole hitter, Jesse Winker, he hit a home run. I didn't think that Votto was going to get another at bat because the Reds were winning by 8 or 9 runs. Obviously, they were not going to bat in the 9th inning, so I needed Votto to come up in the 8th inning. If he didn't get a chance to bat in the 8th inning, I knew I was going to basically lose that pick. So Votto got a chance to bat in the bottom of the 8th inning, and sure enough, he came up, hit a home run in the bottom of the 8th inning. I currently, all the 4 picks you see, Gutierrez, McClanahan, Crone, Story, they had all gone over already. So I was basically just sweating Votto at this point. And Votto comes up, bottom of the 8th inning, hits a home run, and I go 5 for 5 on this 5-pick, win $750, huge win right out of the gate. So that was a big one for me. And then the next one, the 4-pick power, to win 350. I went 4 for 4 on that one as well. Now I'm not going to really go in through all the picks and kind of tell why I chose those picks. That I don't want this video to be too long, but you'll see. Like I had a lot of picks. I did a lot of picks over again. Like I went pretty heavy on a certain amount of pitchers. Like there was a few pitchers, like 3 or 4, that I just went over on like all their stuff because I just liked them that day. And the same with hitters. You'll see a lot of Rays hitters, a lot of Reds hitters, even some Rockies hitters as well, because those were kind of the teams I liked for offense that day. So I just took the over on a lot of their hitters. So I went 4 for 4 on that 4-pick power, won 350. So we're doing pretty good. And then the 3-pick flex, went 3 for 3 on that one, won 160. Again, Votto, Lau, some of the guys you've already seen, McClanahan. Like I had all these guys in some of my other entries as well. And that was basically my strategy. With it being a winner-take-all tournament, I wanted to basically go heavy on certain picks, and I knew that if I hit those picks, I would probably win. And if I didn't hit those picks, I probably wouldn't. So that was kind of my strategy, just to go heavy on a few pitchers, take their overs, go heavy on a few bats, take their overs, and just hope it hits. And surely enough, I got lucky, got a lot of picks right. So went 3 for 3 on the 3-pick flex, and then the 2-pick power to win 280. Got both of those right. I did really well. As you can see, I did really well on the first 5 entries they gave us. Now, when we get to the second 5, didn't do as good there, but ultimately, with me getting so many picks right in the first batch of entries, that was good enough in the end. But I went 2 for 2 on that 2-pick power, and then the 2-pick flex, I only went 1 for 2. But the good thing about flex entries, even if you don't get every pick right, you can still win a little bit of money. So even though I didn't get both my picks right, I was still able to get $37.50 off of that 2-pick flex. Now the second batch of entries you see here did not do as good on these. Starting off with the 5-pick flex to win 1,000, only went 3 for 5 on this one, which is unfortunate. Only was able to win $40 off of this. I knew, kind of going into the tournament, if you wanted to win this thing, you were gonna have to do really well on the 5 picks. Getting those 5 for 5 on those 5 picks was huge, because obviously, the first 5 pick paid out $750 if you went 5 for 5. The second 5 pick paid out $1,000 if you went 5 for 5. My goal was to get 5 for 5 on one of those 2, and obviously I was able to do it in the first batch of entries. The second batch of entries, the second 5 pick they gave us, I didn't do as well in that one, but still was able to get $40. Went 3 for 5 on that one. Then the 4-pick power to win 400, I did not win that one, so we won't show that one. The 3-pick flex though to win 180, the next entry they gave us, I did go 3 for 3 on that one, and that was really my last win of the second batch of entries. They gave us also a 2-pick power, did not win that one. And then they gave us a 2-pick flex. I went 0 for 2 on that one as well. So those were all the winning entries I had from the 10 entries that they gave us. You can total it up. If you actually look at the leaderboard here, they do have the leaderboard on their website. This was the final leaderboard. You add up all my winning entries, it totals $1,797.50, which was ultimately the most. Like I said, your goal was to win as much money off of those free entries as you could, and ultimately I won the most out of everyone's. It looks like there was 9 people on the leaderboard, so I think there was 9 of us in the live final that were actually playing in it, and ultimately I got first. Not only did I win $10,000, I also got the money that we won from the free entries. I was able to keep that as well. So technically I won $11,797.50 from this Prizepicks live final. Again, guys, it was an awesome time, fun experience. I do have a little video I want to show you. This is some footage from the live final. Just a quick video. It's like 4 minutes long, but I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing. We can kind of skim through. This is at the live final, the ceremony. They're just kind of introducing everything, getting everybody's attention. I'm standing like in the corner over here, like somewhere over there. I'm basically waiting for them to call my name, and I'm kind of shaking. Like I'm pretty nervous. They came up to me. They basically, everybody was congratulating me. Everyone, was saying good job, Noah, you won. Because we didn't really know. That was one thing. The leaderboard was kind of, they had some errors with the leaderboard. Ultimately, they got it figured out by the end of the night, but we really didn't know where we were standing in the leaderboard. I was in first place for most of the night, but I didn't know what anyone else had, and that was the one negative. You couldn't see anyone else's picks. So, even though I was in first place at the time, I had no idea what any other guys what their picks were. You know, they could have passed me at any moment, but ultimately they finished, you know, all the picks, they finished all the entries, they, you know, tallied everything, and you know, it turns out obviously I was the winning guy. You know, I had the most money won, but that was kind of funny. You know, the sweat of not knowing what anyone else had, that was the big thing. So I'm basically just sitting there. I see myself in first place on the leaderboard, and I'm sitting there just like, did I win? I don't really know. Obviously, you know, at the end of the night, I was the winner. They came up to me, congratulated me, and at that point, I was shaking pretty bad. Like, I had to go up in front of all these people. You know, even though I make these YouTube videos and I may seem really comfortable on camera, and I think I kind of am at this point, it's a lot different when you're having to get up in front of a bunch of people. I was pretty nervous, but, you know, we'll kind of show you guys in the video. They basically, you know, got everybody's attention, and then, you know, they brought the CEO up to the stage, got him to sign the big check. I'll show you guys the check in a second because I do have it with me. But yeah, they brought out the big check. The CEO right here, he came up, you know, signed the check. And at this point, they're getting ready to introduce me. They're, you know, basically saying someone's going home $10,000 richer, you know, everything like that. They bring me up to the stage, yell my name, and then I come up, and they throw champagne on me. It was awesome, man. Just walking up to that stage, everybody screaming my name, like, you know, that's one of those moments you're never gonna forget. I know $10,000, you know, whatever. Like, you may not think it's a lot of money. Some people may think that's no money at all. I don't really care about the money. Like, just going up on the stage, getting that check, having champagne poured on you, like that was the fun part of this experience. You know, the money is one thing. You know, $10,000 is a lot of money. I will say that for sure. But I really just enjoyed, you know, the experience, being around a bunch of other DFS players. Like, that's another thing. I talk to my girlfriend a lot. She's like the main person that I, you know, socialize with and talk to, but she doesn't give a shit about DFS. She has nothing, like, she doesn't know anything about it. I mean, she knows a good amount about it, but like she doesn't understand the, you know, the daily grind, the swings you go through and all this stuff. So being able to talk to some other DFS players, it was a fun weekend for sure. And obviously, you know, being able to win the live final was, you know, kind of the cherry on top. But yeah, they brought me up to the stage. I got the check. They poured the champagne on me. Homie right here, I want to show you guys this dude. I don't know if you ever introduced yourself to me or told me your name, but this dude shoots champagne straight into my eyeball. I literally couldn't see for like 10 seconds. Like, I'm blind at this point. Literally can't see anything coming out of my eyes. My hands are soaking wet with champagne, so it's really hard to wipe my eyes. But yeah, man, it was an awesome experience being up on that stage, getting the check in front of everybody. It was awesome. And then homie right here puts the mic up into my face. You know, I was going through in my head as I'm getting ready to come on the stage. I'm kind of thinking, you know, if he puts the mic in front of my mouth, what am I going to say? So basically I was like, you know what? If he puts the mic in front of my mouth, I'm just going to say subscribe to my YouTube. So surely enough, he puts the mic in front of my stage, or in front of my mouth. We're on the stage, and says one quick comment. And I say, subscribe to my YouTube, DFS by Noah. So, yeah. And then we took some pictures after that, and you know, that was kind of the end of the night. I mean, didn't do much after that. I don't really, like, I'm not the type to like go out and party or drink. Like, I don't really drink at all to begin with. So basically after I, you know, won the live final, went back to the hotel, went to bed, and then we woke up next morning and we, you know, went back home. It was a fun weekend though. Friday, we got to go to the Braves game, got to go to the Below the Chop Suite. Saturday, we went to the Falcon Stadium for the training camp, and that was awesome as well, getting to see the stadium for the first time. And then obviously we had the live final on Saturday night. And yeah, shout out to Prizepicks, man. They invited me down for this. They paid for everything, like the hotel, food, like they paid for everything. I didn't have to pay a dime. Only thing I had to do was basically travel up there, and you know, I live in South Carolina. The live final was in Atlanta, so it was only like a 2.5, 3 hour drive. It really wasn't bad at all, but it was a fun weekend, man. Getting that check was awesome. I do have the check with me. I want to show you guys just real quick. Before we end the video, I obviously was able to bring the check home. Have not hung it up yet, but I'm going to hang it up at some point. And this thing, like, it is massive. I don't know if you guys can tell by the camera angle. I don't really know what the angle looks like, but this thing is huge. Like, I'm probably 5'10", maybe 5'9", I mean, this thing's almost as tall as me. This thing is at least 5 feet tall, so it's a huge check. It's probably gonna go up on the wall back there, you know, the wall that you guys see in my videos. I'm gonna put it somewhere though, either in the wall you see behind me, or maybe like in my bedroom down there. But we're gonna get that check hung up at some point. It was just, God, it's such an awesome experience being at the live final, getting to take home that check, you know, getting to show my parents that check as well, because they don't really understand the whole DFS thing. You know, they kind of understand it now because it's my full-time job, but, you know, showing them the video of me getting the champagne poured on me, showing them, you know, bringing home that check and being able to show it to my family and stuff, it's awesome, man. So shout out to Prizepicks for the awesome weekend. Shout out to all the guys that I met at the live final. They had a ton of staff. I mean, I think they had like 50 or 60 guys, and I know I can't remember everyone's name, but shout out to everyone that was there, that came up to me. You know, I was able to meet a lot of people for the first time. It was an awesome weekend, man. I was able to come home, you know, with the $10,000 check to really just add to it as well. But yeah, guys, that kind of wraps up this video. I know this video is kind of a little bit different than normal. I don't normally make a video like this where I'm, you know, putting the camera in front of my face. Normally I'm at my desk and I'm making my videos that way, but I wanted to break out the camera, show you guys this past weekend, show you everything that went down at the live final, and how I was able to take home $10,000. My second biggest my biggest DFS win. I've won $10,000 before, but these are my two biggest DFS wins. Like three years ago, I won the NBA Cup on Yahoo for $10,000. That was my biggest DFS win ever. And then obviously, you know, this past weekend won $10,000 again. So it was a fun weekend, man. Shout out to Prizepicks for bringing me down, inviting me to come out, and shout out to everyone once again that I was able to meet at the live final. But I think that does it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Hopefully I was able to kind of, you know, explain this to you guys. I know some people, you know, didn't really know what the whole live final was, what went down, you know, how I was able to win. So I did want to share that with you guys. But again, you probably won't see me for a good bit. You know, I'm going to be back soon, though. Beginning September, early September, when NFL regular season starts, you'll start to see me back on YouTube, uploading videos again, uploading every day, live streaming again, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you, you know, early September when NFL gets here. See you guys. Appreciate you watching.